beautiful faces here today. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for being here. My name is JJ Serrano. I am an EDC board member, and I'm the facility leader for the HEB Retail Support Center here in Weslaco. I will be serving as your MC for today's grand opening and ribbon cutting ceremony. It is an honor for me to be here and represent the EDC of Weslaco. I think of our EDC board would all agree that it is exciting to have been part of this process in recruiting Robinson Fresh to Weslaco and to see it come to fruition today. This truly validates the work that we and the city do to grow our great community of Weslaco. My work at HEB also sees the benefit of attracting a company like Robinson Fresh. We too are part of the farm-to-table industry, providing fresh fruits and vegetables to Texans and the communities we serve. My role with the EDC and my career with HEB is strongly connected. So again, I appreciate the opportunity to MC and facilitate today's event. Before we hear from some of our distinguished guests, we would like to open with an invocation and dedicatory prayer for the future successes of this business and all of those that it will serve. With a doctorate in canon law, having graduated with honors from the Gregorian University in Rome, please help me welcome to the podium Vicario Judicial de la Diócesis de Matamoros, Monseñor Jorge Luis Roque Pérez.
Buenos días a todos. Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Espero que no estén dormidos ahorita para la bendición. Como siempre, queremos iniciar cualquier obra inspirada por el ser humano, pero que sea recibida y bendecida por Dios. Por ello, que todo lo que iniciemos, lo empecemos y lo terminemos con Dios. Por ello, los invito a que invoquemos la presencia del Señor y que reine en este lugar, buscando siempre que haya fuentes dignas de trabajo para nuestras familias de aquí de Huesla. En el nombre del Padre, y del Hijo, y del Espíritu Santo. Amén. Que el Señor esté con ustedes. Oremos. Señor y Dios nuestro, al reunirnos gozosos para inaugurar este lugar de trabajo, queremos unir nuestra alegría a la acción de gracias por tus beneficios. Nuestro sentimiento religioso nos mueve a reconocer la huella de tu presencia en todos los acontecimientos de la vida. Por eso elevamos hacia ti nuestro espíritu agradecido, porque participamos de tu bendición descendente. Te bendecimos, Padre, porque hoy podemos ofrecer públicamente este lugar comercial ya terminado. Te bendecimos, Padre, porque en este lugar de encuentro entre los hombres va a ser posible construir unas relaciones vivas, amistosas y fraternas que contribuyan al desarrollo y bienestar de todos. Y junto con tu alabanza, hacemos también nuestra súplica. Haz descender sobre nosotros, sobre nuestras vidas, sobre nuestros intereses y trabajos, la bendición abundante de tu gracia, para que desde este lugar visible que hoy inauguramos, nos hagamos dignos de participar un día en el templo invisible de tu gloria. Por Jesucristo nuestro Señor. Amén. Ahora no paso a bendecirlos para respetar la sana distancia, pero el Señor ya nos ha enviado su bendición. Que el Señor esté con ustedes y la bendición de Dios Todopoderoso para las personas que aquí trabajen, laboren y siempre lleguen y regresen con bien a sus hogares. En nombre del Padre, y del Hijo, y del Espíritu Santo. Amén. Pues un aplauso a Dios por esta vez.
All of the businesses for CIL have the blessing of Father Roque. It is clearly one of the important reasons why the company is so successful. So thank you, Father Roque. Here for the official formal welcome to Westaco, please help me welcome to the podium the distinguished Commissioner David Fuentes.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome. This actually is the mayor's welcome speech, but he is over at a vaccine distribution on behalf of the county this morning, so he asked me to say a few words on his behalf, and as well, I will do my comments as well. So, on behalf of the city of Westaco and the county of Hidalgo, ladies and gentlemen, we are honored to be here today to officially welcome each of you and our newest company in the cold storage industry, Robinson Fresh and CIL Fresh, to our great city of Westaco. We are excited today to increase our footprint in the cold storage industry and establish Westaco as a centralized location in the region for the international movement of produce. Those of you that know the mayor know that he has a lot of business sense and that he works off of facts and numbers. And he's extremely impressed with all of the improvements that are being seen here today. The building that we are in is a combined 46,000 square feet. When we take the tour, you will see the cold storage space, offices, and dining space for the employees, as well as additional parking lot improvements. This facility is already averaging 65 truckloads coming in and going daily. Each of those trucks carries an estimated 48,000 pounds of produce, most of which comes from Mexico, Brazil, and Ecuador. Truckers can expect a time of about 45 minutes for loading and unloading, which makes this plant an efficient in and out solution. The season we are now in is mainly fresh limes and mango, many of which you see up here in front, but we will also see movement in pineapple, papaya, green banana, and watermelon. And what is temporarily stored here in Westaco will end up in homes across the United States in just a matter of days. Another exciting fact is that 60 new jobs will come with this venture this venture has brought to Westaco, and in these challenging times, jobs are the most important factor in raising families and establishing a stable home and economy. These are just a few of the facts and numbers that excite not only the mayor, but all of us here in Hidalgo County, as businessmen and as residents. These are the types of partnerships that foster investment and sustainable growth in our communities, and I want to thank the EDC and our friend Joaquin Spammer for cultivating this relationship to make this day happen. For the people at Robinson Fresh, we are here to support you and help you to grow. Teaming up with CIL Fresh and the CIL Group has proven to be a successful combination, and we are honored that Mr. Joaquin Spammer and his companies have made Westaco their home for nearly 700,000 square feet of building space. Today's grand opening sends a clear message to other cold storage companies that Ecolimex, AW Produce, and now Robinson Fresh can be successful in Westaco, so can the many other cold storage companies in the region looking to grow and expand. Once again, on behalf of the city of Westaco, our city commissioners, and Hidalgo County, we welcome Robinson Fresh, a Fortune 200 company and one of the largest cold storage companies in the world, to now call Westaco home. Welcome to everyone. God bless Westaco, and God bless Hidalgo County. Thank you.
You heard from the commissioner. We've got a lot of great people here today to recognize. So with that, we'd like to start off with our city commission. We've got representing District 4, Commissioner Adrian Farias. We also have our Weslaco City Manager, Mr. Mike Perez. From our EDC Board of Directors, our President, Mrs. Benita Valadez. Our Treasurer, Mrs. Sandra Charlton. And Board Member, Jerry Gonzalez. We also have here today our Interim Executive Director from the EDC of Weslaco, Mr. Stephen Valadez. Of course, he's already been up here, but I do want to call him out again. Our Hidalgo County Precinct 1 Commissioner, David Fuentes. Some other guests include from South Texas College, Mr. Daniel Montes. And from Restec, Matt Rusak. In these lovely shades of red, we have our Red Coat ambassadors with the Chamber of Commerce. And we have the very handsome and very beautiful Mr. and Mrs. Weslaco here today. Would you mind standing up? We, of course, have Joaquin Spammer and his wife, Lucia Escobar, and the family of the CIL group. We have Mr. Terry Finch and his staff here with Robinson Fresh. And we also have members of the media, such as from Texas Border Business, Roberto Gonzalez. From the Rio Grande Guardian, Mr. Steve Taylor. And from Valley Business Report, Mr. Daniel Cavazos. Thank you all for being here and for your contributions to this project. Representing our EDC of Weslaco, please welcome to the podium our Interim Executive Director, Steve Valdez.
Thank you so much. It's good to take these off for just a few moments. I want to welcome everyone out again today to this event and to be on the stage with such dignitary people. So thank you again for the introduction. I also want to thank and introduce the EDC staff that's here with me today, and the role that they play is very important for what they do here at the EDC. So if you can wave when I call your name, our commercial real estate and retail recruiter is Maria Cisneros. Thank you for being here, Maria. Also with us, our digital communications manager is Lily Delgado. And she might be moving around the room as she takes pictures, so excuse her as well, but thank you, Lily. And then our finance manager is Veronica Montemayor. Of course, again, I want to thank the board, the EDC board who's here as well, and the work that they do on a voluntary basis for us. So thank you again. And JJ, thank you for stepping in as MC today. The cold storage industry has always been a target industry for those of us here in Weslaco. And so as we continue to make waves and progress in the cold storage industry, I managed to hear of a conversation between Robinson Fresh and with our friends from CIL Fresh. And I was very fortunate to be a part of that conversation. About a year ago, I sat at the table with Alan Acosta. He's the Vice President of Global Tropical Sourcing for Robinson Fresh. And at that same table was Mr. Joaquin Spammer. And of course, after a few conversations and about a year's time, here we are able to enjoy today's grand opening ceremony. Solutions were reached, and eventually, I'm sure a lot more happened in between, but we're so excited that from those conversations back then, we're now having a grand opening event. So when I reached out to Alan to congratulate him and of course to invite him to this event, he sends his regrets for not being able to be here. But as part of his email, I wanted to make sure I read part of what he read or what he said to me. He said, what started out as an idea a year ago is now a reality and a promising future. This relocation is opening new opportunities for us to continue growing our produce business, and I really appreciate the support you've been providing in every step of the way. And so as I started planning this event with Hans and with the Chamber, I also reflected on that conversation that happened over a year ago over coffee that's now turned into a substantial financial investment. That conversation created jobs for Weslaco and a place for this particular business to grow. When I talk to civic organizations around the city, I always say, talk about economic development, I always tell them, when you see a building going up, there's usually years and years, in some cases, of work and relationship building that went into that building. So before the first brick is laid, most people don't know the foundation that was built before that, and that's very much so the case here with this particular group. So the more we learn about cold storage, the more we learn about the industry, the better prepared we're going to be in Weslaco to continue growing the cold storage footprint here in Weslaco, as the mayor said, or as David said for the mayor. So the Progreso Bridge is only 8 miles away. The FAR Bridge is about 24 miles away. So reloading and unloading, we've heard today, is efficient here. But I think the takeaway for the EDC for us is if a giant like Robinson Fresh can be successful here in Weslaco, we think that many others can as well and can follow the footsteps of Robinson Fresh. And that's a perfect segue into my sales pitch. We're very glad and proud to announce that the EDC of Weslaco has more acres. The acres that are here in the industrial park, we're at about 400, are pretty much overgrown or oversold. So we have no more space here, but we're just about to secure another first phase of 80 acres about a mile from here. And we're fortunate that within those 80 acres, we have already 5 letters of intent for companies wanting to come. So that's a very exciting position for the EDC and the city of Weslaco to be in. So in closing, I wanted to thank once again Robinson Fresh. I wanted to thank you for partnering with CH Robinson Fresh. You guys are very much a powerhouse team together. And we want to wish you all the best, and you know you have the support of the community of Weslaco together here. I want to thank you all again for participating today. There will be a tour right after the ribbon cutting, so we'll get to see more of what we see here, and actually in production across from this hall, or this divider. But once again, thank you all for participating, and enjoy the rest of the event. Thank you.
Thank you, Steve, for the part that you and the staff have played in helping bring Robinson Fresh to Weslaco. Our next guest represents Robinson Fresh and is here to share more details about their operation, the cold storage industry, and our ties to Mexico. Please join me in welcoming to the podium Operations Manager for the South Texas region, Mr. Terry Finch.
Good morning, everyone. I'd first like to thank CIL Fresh and the City of Weslaco for the opportunity to participate in this event. C.H. Robinson is one of the largest global, publicly traded logistics companies within the world. We were founded in 1905 as a produce company that later evolved to solve complex global supply chain solutions to customers worldwide. C.H. Robinson currently employs more than 15,000 associates and operates out of 300 offices in 146 countries. Our produce business accounts for about 800 full-time employees. Most of us are based within the United States. We are a Fortune 200 company that has been very fortunate to enter into a business relationship with CIL Fresh, and both CIL Fresh and ourselves have been very fortunate to receive the valuable support from the City of Weslaco to relocate our produce warehouse operation from Edinburgh to this great location. In 2021, we expect the warehouse to receive 10 million cases of tropical produce. We'll be importing from our growers and partners within Mexico. These commodities will include pineapples, mangoes, papayas, limes, lemons, avocados, and bananas. Our customers will rely heavily on our service levels that this location will provide to meet the produce needs. Big names like Walmart, H-E-B, Kroger, Whole Foods, and Cisco are relying on Robinson Fresh and CIL Fresh to get the volumes of multiple distribution centers across the country when and as often as they need them. On behalf of Robinson Fresh, I want to thank you to the City of Edinburgh, to the City of Wesco for welcoming a portion of our logistics operation to this great location and for the attention and service provided to our business since the conversations about our relocation to this warehouse started over a year ago. We look forward to this to being the beginning of a long-term strategic relationship that will deliver tangible, shared value to all of our stakeholders. Thank you.
Thank you again, Terry, for helping us understand a little bit more about your industry and for helping us understand why Wesco is such a great match for you. For closing remarks, I'd like to introduce you to the founder of Commodities Integrated Logistics, otherwise known as the CIL Group. I've had the pleasure of working closely with Mr. Spammer and his group, and I believe he is one of the greatest minds in the business, not just our region, really in the state of Texas as well as Mexico. His successful business ventures are the expression of his drive, determination, and devotion. We even get to see that in the people that work with him and for him. I'm extremely honored to be the person introducing him today. I ask you to join me in welcoming him to the podium with a round of applause. Please help welcome President of the CIL Group, Mr. Joaquin Spammer.
Bueno, la primera pregunta que tengo que hacer es si lo hago en español o en inglés. ¿Quieren que dure 15 minutos o 2 horas? Bueno, la verdad es que la razón que estoy yo aquí parado en este podio es porque mi queridísimo socio y compadre, José Carlos Camón, que es el artífice y el que saca adelante la operación de esta relación que tenemos con CIL Robinson todos los días. Es José Carlos Camón, por favor, denle un aplauso. Cuando comenzamos la sociedad me dijo, mira, yo trabajo y tú hablas. La verdad es que es mucho trabajo. La relación que tenemos con CIL Robinson es increíble. Thank you, Terry. Thank you for the trust. Thank you for believing in us. We couldn't be more humble or having CIL Robinson give us this job. And we really appreciate it, and we are really grateful in doing this for you. Todo trabajo lleva una responsabilidad. Y la realidad es que la responsabilidad que tomamos al querer sacar adelante el trabajo de una compañía tan grande como CIL Robinson, pues al principio parecía pues, emocionante, como se dice en inglés, challenging, y después de estar 6 meses metidos adentro del agua fría, nos damos cuenta que es una verdadera responsabilidad. Es una responsabilidad económica, es una responsabilidad personal, es una responsabilidad de recursos, de tiempo. Y para nosotros sacar adelante esta responsabilidad empezamos a algo que parecía pequeño, terminó siendo enorme. Tenemos 45,000 pies de frío destinados para CIL Robinson en Reynosa. Tuvimos que hacer expansiones. CIL Robinson invirtió en una máquina muy compleja, que es una máquina que se llama PIR, que costó $500,000 y está instalada en nuestra bodega en Reynosa. Entonces tenemos 45,000 pies destinados para CIL Robinson en Reynosa, y luego aquí comenzamos con 36, tuvimos que expandirlos a 44, ahorita ya estamos habilitando otra bodega que tenemos aquí a unas cuadras, para darles otros 12,000 pies. vamos a terminar con 56,000 pies. Ahí está Hans, que no me voy a dejar equivocarme. 56,000 pies del lado americano y 45,000 pies del lado mexicano. Traemos 100,000 pies destinados para una relación con un cliente tan importante como CIL Robinson, ¿no? And I want to tell you, Terry, that whatever we need to do, however somehow how big you need to be, will get to the size that you need in order to move on your product. Y ese es un compromiso de no dejar al cliente atrás. Si mañana necesitamos otros 20,000 pies, pues aquí está uno de mis socios, Hans, no me va a dejar mentir, pues la vamos a entrar. Aquí tenemos a Jerry, que siempre amablemente nos da algo de dinero ahí el banco para movernos. Si no fuera por los bancos, no nos movemos, ¿no? Pero sí a veces, como dicen en inglés, it gets overwhelming. The responsibility is huge. And the responsibility doesn't end with CIL Robinson. Now we have 150 employees in Reynosa. Now we have 60 employees working in this business in the US side. So now we have to, because if we don't, then there is around 200 families losing their jobs. So the responsibility is huge. We hope we're going to make some money at the end of this century. We haven't seen a dime yet, but I'm kidding. But it's true. Now we haven't. Why did we choose to do it in West Laco? Because you have Steve always working with us, and we love West Laco. He just proven time and time again that is a great place to do business. This is where we have most of our business operations. We have the progressive bridge that is going to, with the changes they're making, I don't know if you guys know this, but now the Mexican Custom House and the US Custom House are going to be on the US side. Once they finish with that project, West Laco is going to boom. It's going to take off. You're going to be able to cross produce through progression really fast. And if you have your warehouses in West Laco, it's going to make a lot of sense. And that's what we are banking on. Thank you, JJ, good friend. We have Gabriel Villaseñor from the APIAN. He's the president of the Avocado Exporters Association of Mexico. And we have a lot of friends, a lot of family members. I have my daughter here. Say hello, Marcelo. She has become in charge of the real estate department and the administration of the real estate department, and of course my wife. She's always on by my side. Thank you, Father. Thank you for everything. And thank you, Terry. Thank you for the trust. And thank you for my compadre.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Spammer, for your commitment to Westago. The jobs that you're creating is amazing in this area. And with us, adding on to our industrial park, only less than a mile away, we look forward to seeing many more of your buildings pop up there. So before we move on to the ribbon cutting, I want to thank the people that organized today's great event. Hans Humphrey from CIL, let's give him a round of applause. Stephen Valdez from our EDC. And Barbara Garza from the Westago Chamber of Commerce. I know it was the teamwork between each of you to obviously make such a great event possible. Thank you again for allowing me to MC and represent the EDC of Westago. I think I speak for all of the EDC and the city of Westago when I say that in today's grand opening, we hope all attendees continue to flourish and be successful in Westago for many, many years to come. It is now time for the ceremonial ribbon cutting, and I'd like to invite the president and and CEO for the Wesco Chamber of Commerce, Barbara Garza, and Chief of the Red Coat Ambassadors and on the Board of Directors for the Chamber, Mr. Daryl Smith.
Thank you so much for including us in this. We're so excited to be here with you all today, and congratulations again on this amazing project to the City of Wesco, to the EDC, and as the Wesco Chamber of Commerce, we continue to enjoy working with these organizations and these partnerships as a member organization. We remind you that our goal is to support the community, the quality of life, and again, support businesses here in Wesco. So we appreciate this partnership, and we thank you for allowing us to be here with you today. And again, I'm going to pass it over to Daryl Smith, our lead chamber ambassador. Again, a community of business leaders who are here to welcome businesses into the city. Daryl.
Thank you, Barbara. So it's great to see Wesco grow. It's a team effort, the EDC and the city and the business owners, and it's great to see that in the Chamber of Commerce. So today, it's just another great day. And on behalf of the Redcoats, the Wesco Chamber, we congratulate and we're proud to be a part of today's event. And we look forward to accompanying you guys in the future. I think we want to move on to the ribbon cutting, but do we want to
Yes,
do
so
this?
if first we can have the camera.
Yes.
If you can come join us up here in the front for a
To
quick
get
photo.
Yes.
Steve, do you want to join us?
Yes. Come on up here. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you. Okay. Thank you. All right, 1, 2, and 1, 2, and okay. Here we go.
At this point, we are going to move into the ribbon cutting ceremony. We're going to do it right here. So, are we going to go through there? We're going to open it up. Okay. Redcoats, family.
We can have you all move up
Hey.
Okay, so we're gonna start real quick. Anthony, let me have you come to the center. We're gonna look right here first, real quick, and then we'll move to the other cameras. If we can move back just a little bit. All right, 1, 2, 3 in this camera. 1, 2, 3. Keep smiling. You're gonna stay like that for a while, so smile under the mask.
Thank you.
Just one more moment. Okay. All right. Okay, and we're ready for the giant scissors. So who's cutting? You're cutting. You're cutting. Let's just hold it there and smile real quick for the cameras. Ready? Okay, are we ready? Yep. All right. Are we ready on the line, Anthony? Yes. Okay. On 1, 2, and 3. Woo!
Small businesses are the heart of our community.
We are absolutely crucial.
We bring flair to our community.
We are essential.
We are vital. Strong local businesses mean a strong community to live, work, and play in.
From our family to yours, one transaction at a time.
Strong local businesses mean
generations of families working together.
It only takes one purchase.
One purchase.
It only takes one meal.
It takes 1 pound of brisket.
All it takes is 1 round of golf.
We need your support now more than ever.
So stop by and support local.
You'll never regret supporting small.
Support small businesses.
Support small.
Support Weslaco today for a stronger Weslaco tomorrow.
Together we are Weslaco Strong.
Welcome to Weslaco, located in the Mid-Valley. Explore. Stay. Play. Eat. Fun. Weslaco. We got this.